Hi! This video will profile 5 excellent add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator. 1 utility, 1 set of 4 avionics enhancements, and 3 scenery mods that are truly stellar. Installing any of these requires you place a copy of the add-on into your community folder, as is typical for these things. I recommend you use an add-on link manager that I profiled in a separate video. That video is linked in the description, as are links to each of these add-ons that are described in this video. We'll start things off with the working title group. Currently staffed with 5 developers, this highly experienced team of software and avionics experts has crafted a set of updates for the Garmin Avionics in Microsoft Flight Simulator designed to correct the deficiencies present in the current state of the simulator. They also have a very nice update for the flight model for the Cessna Citation CJ4. Avionics updates are available for the Garmin G1000 that is found in the Diamond aircraft, the Cessna 172 and Caravan, as well as the Bonanza. The Garmin G3000 turboprop avionics is also updated for the Dower TBM930, and finally the Garmin G3X touchscreen avionics. These updates address both bugs as well as missing functions in the Garmin systems. All of these are highly recommended add-ons for your simming if you're using these systems. They'll certainly reduce your level of frustration with these systems and improve your experience in the sim. Kudos to this team for some amazing work on these complex avionics systems. Next up is a Pushback helper tool that integrates right into your existing toolbar in the sim. Developer AmbitiousPilots over at FlightSim.to has created a truly useful tool that seamlessly integrates into the sim. To demonstrate it, I'm using an A320 at gate 153 at Kilo Lima Alpha X-ray. Activating the toolbar in the sim, we can see the pushback icon on the left side next to the pause. It's styled in the same manner as all of the built-in menus and UI that are native to the sim. I'll move it up to the upper left here so it's not obscuring our view too much. The UI offers 2 tabs in the style of the normal Microsoft Flight Simulator menu systems. The Pushback tab offers control over the pushback start and end, tug speed and directions, forward and backward, left and right, as you can see here. It says that you can also use your rudder control to steer the tug, but I never got that to work with either my HOTAS or the keyboard. Sounds like a nice feature though. The Aircraft tab affords control over summoning ground services such as fuel, power, and catering services, etc. It allows you to control some of the doors on the aircraft that support this feature, and finally, you can apply and release the parking brake from this panel. As you can see, the forward door control works on this aircraft. Swinging our view around to the other side of the aircraft, we can see the aft door is controllable as well as the cargo door at the front. We can summon a jetway like this, summoning a catering truck that will use the aft door. You don't need to open or close these doors as used by the ground services, by the way. The ground service crews will take care of all of that for you. I'll summon a baggage service as well over here. I'll retract the jetway and do the pushback now. Clicking on Start and Stop Pushback does the expected. In this case, I get the yellow indicator warning me that the parking brake in the aircraft is set. I'll stop the pushback and go to the Aircraft Control tab and release the parking brake. The control is yellow to indicate that it's set and turns blue once it's released. Back on the pushback pane, I'll start the pushback like this. We can adjust the tug speed, fast and slow, as well as left and right directions with this slider here. And we can choose forward and reverse directions like this. The tug's animation sometimes needs to catch up to the aircraft, but that's the only issue I've seen using this tool, and to be honest, it's not really an issue. I really like how this seamlessly integrates into the toolbar and is styled in the same manner as the native Flight Simulator menu systems. All in all, this is really a great add-on that makes a great addition to all sim user setups. The SpaceX South Texas launch site known as Starbase is not very well represented in the sim. Construction on the site began in 2018 and the first tests were conducted in 2019. As you can see here, the sim has nothing of interest in this location. This is where the SpaceX Boca Chica launch site add-on comes in. Developer TanTheMan over at FlightSim.to has spent a lot of time developing this add-on that shows the Starbase in the midst of construction. There's some amazing detail here. I love all of the different semi-trucks. There are even some NPCs wandering around the site as well. Great looking perimeter fence. We can see what appears to be a rocket stage in the midst of assembly. Just an incredible amount of detail and care was put into this. Of course, the rocket itself is amazing looking. I love all of the little details like the cement mixer here, the shipping containers, the fire engine, and piles of sand over here with all of these raw materials. The construction crane also has an amazing amount of detail and really looks excellent. TanTheMan has really gone the distance in crafting this paid add-on level of quality. It's highly recommended. Here at Pearl Harbor next to Ford Island, we have the USS Arizona Memorial. In the original version of the sim, this didn't even exist, but was added after World Update 2 for the US. The memorial now looks great. It was opened on May 30th, 1962 and was designed by Honolulu architect Alfred Prius. He was directed to create a memorial that represented a bridge that would accommodate 200 visitors at a time. The battleship Missouri Memorial that is moored at Ford Island is just a flat image on the surface of the water. This ship hosted the signing of the Japanese surrender that marked the end of World War II. She was commissioned on June 11, 1944, and was initially decommissioned in 1955. However, the U.S. Navy recommissioned her in 1986 after performing a significant overhaul of the ship. She served not only during World War II, but also during the Korean War and the Gulf War with Iraq. She was finally decommissioned in 1992 and stricken from the Naval Registers in 1995. She's now a museum and memorial. Her proximity to the Arizona Memorial is no accident, as the Navy wanted to memorialize the start of the war with the Arizona and the finish of it with the Missouri. The ships moored at the U.S. Naval Shipyard at Pearl Harbor are, like the Missouri, just flat images on the surface of the water. Developer Projectionist over at FlightSim.to has created a very nice update for Pearl Harbor. Nothing was done to the Arizona Memorial, as you can see, since it was already in good shape. However, the update that Missouri got is beautiful, as you can see here. The superstructure and anti-aircraft guns look great. It even has a maintenance barge moored to it. Moving over to the shipyard, all of the ships and wharfs have been updated with new geometry that looks great, with gangplanks and even NPCs walking around. This is a great looking update to this area, and it's also very efficiently crafted in 3D. My load time saw absolutely no changes after adding it. A big kudo to developer Projectionist for making this add-on and really bringing Pearl Harbor to life with it. Our final add-on is something I ran across that I thought was kind of amusing more than anything. On the 23rd of March 2021, the container ship Given ran aground in the Suez Canal, causing a traffic jam of over 400 vessels in both directions. The ship, one of the largest container ships in the world, had previously collided with a ferry boat in Hamburg, Germany in 2019, so it didn't have a great safety record to begin with. The Given was freed by salvage crews on the 29th of March in the Suez Canal, whereupon it was seized by the Egyptian government for payment of over $900 million in fees. This area in the sim is all AI-generated scenery. The canal itself has no ship traffic on it whatsoever. Even with traffic turned up to 100, the canal sits empty, although you can see ships off in the distance in Timsaw Lake. Developer Flyboy Res 1 over at FlightSim.to has created a really nice recreation of this event as a scenery add-on. The addition of this add-on recreates a jam-up of the canal that the Ever Given was responsible for creating. The ship is positioned in its diagonal just as it was when it was blocking the canal. There's awesome detail on the container ship Ever Given. The developer also added a line of ships waiting to traverse the canal in both directions. It's really very nicely done, and I was very amused to find this add-on and very impressed with the amount of time and effort that the developer Flyboy Res 1 expended creating this with all of this awesome detail. That's it for this latest Top 5 Add-ons video. I hope you enjoyed the video and found something that was new to you and something of use to you in this presentation. If you liked the video, please click the like, as that really helps these videos. I'll see you all in the next video that'll be covering the World Update 5 that covers the Nordics Europe region. So until then, happy flying and take care.